Trump as an alcoholic personality? These are not my words, not even from a critic or a rival. This comes from a woman running the White House, and her interview has opened the administration window which they never intended to open. From global headlines to entertainment buzz, I'm Kashish Savan, bringing you the latest around the world. And what we are about to unpack is one of the most revealing insider accounts of Donald Trump's second term so far. In a series of 11 interviews with author Chris Whipple, published by Vanity Fair, White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, an operator known for staying out of spotlight, offers an unusually candid look at how power actually looks working inside Trump 2.0. She begins with calling out the president himself, whom she describes as having an alcoholic personality. Not because he drinks, he does not, but because he operates with an absolute belief that there is no limit to what he can do. The comparison, she explains, comes from growing up with an alcoholic father. Sometimes, she says, prepared her to manage exaggerated, demanding personalities. Wiles makes it clear that her role is not to restrain Trump, but to translate his instincts into policy, even when she is overruled. Sometimes, she says, does not bother her because, as she puts it very bluntly, if there is a tie, Trump wins. Trump himself publicly agreed with that assessment, calling his own personality possessive and addictive, while again describing Wiles as the most powerful woman in the world. But her account moves quickly from personality to power, revealing that early in the term, there was a loose understanding to limit score, settling within the first 90 days to prevent revenge from dominating the agenda. She later admitted that efforts only partially worked, acknowledging that while Trump is not on constant retribution tour, he does not shy away from retaliation when opportunities arise, openly conceding that the prosecution of New York Attorney General Letitia James may qualify as retribution, and adding, "Who would blame him? Not me." One of the most politically damaging episodes she addresses is the Jeffrey Epstein case, where Wiles delivers a sharp critique of Attorney General Pam Bondi, saying that she completely whiffed the handling of Epstein-related files by raising expectations of explosive disclosures, only for the Justice Department to later say that no such client list existed, a reversal that angered Trump's base and prolonged the controversy. Wiles said that she personally reviewed the files, confirmed Trump's name appeared in them, but stressed that he is not implicated in wrongdoing. And she also very clearly stated that Trump was wrong to claim Bill Clinton visited Epstein's island, saying there is no evidence to support that allegation. Wiles offers blunt assessment of key figures around Trump, describing Vice President JD Vance as someone who had been a conspiracy theorist for years before aligning with the MAGA movement, while reserving her harshest criticism for Elon Musk, the billionaire tasked with shrinking the federal government, whom she calls a complete solo actor, an odd duck, an avowed ketamine user, accusing him of bypassing institutional processes and dismantling US aid in a way that left her aghast, arguing that while reform was needed, the execution undermined US interests abroad. She also admitted that she urged Trump to slow down his sweeping tariff plans before the dramatic Liberation Day rollout that rattled global markets, describing the process as chaotic and more painful than expected. On immigration, Wiles candidly acknowledged mistakes, calling for double checks after wrongful deportations, and admitting that someone somewhere got it badly wrong. On foreign policy, she revealed that Trump's private belief that Vladimir Putin wants not just eastern Ukraine but the entire country, and suggested that US strikes on Venezuela boats are about more than counter narcotics, implying Trump wants to escalate pressure until President Maduro cries uncle. And while the White House dismisses the article as a hit piece and official crows ranks around Wiles, one fact remains unchanged. None of her words have been denied. None of her quotes have been corrected, leaving behind a portrait of presidency where power, personality, and impulse collide daily. And one unavoidable question: if this is the quietest insider is willing to say out loud, what does that tell us about the White House she's trying every day to keep under control?
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.